Welcome to Bio 112. In the years I've taught this class, I've found that it's helpful to give you a little bit of show and tell and kind of give you an idea of where everything is at. The purpose of this video is not to show you anything specific, but basically tell you where you find everything you're looking for in the Blackboard course. So when you come into e-learning, this is what you're going to see. Oftentimes you're going to see this activity stream. Ignore it. It is not your friend. Click onto your class. And once you get in your class, you'll see the following things. You'll see a quick introduction to Blackboard that gives you a quick view how to use Ultra. So it'll explain these kinds of things to you. What are all these buttons and stuff, right? BrainFuse, that's your tutoring. Start Here is where you should click next. Start Here gives you an overview of the course, links you to the schedule. Now, one of the things to know about me, my syllabi on any kind of document don't tend to be attached to Blackboard the way this shows here. Most of them are linked through OneDrive. So most of the time when you have documents from me, you have a link that you click on that takes you to a folder and then the documents you're looking for in there. This particular one is the syllabus. You see two syllabi in there because I teach two classes. They're identical. So you find out what section you are in, because I'm going to ask you for your section number a lot, up here. This here, the second set here, this shows you the semester. This shows you your section number, just to make sure you know that. Resources to technology assistance, all the common BCTC resources, explore those. BCTC does a lot to try to help you, so explore those resources. Now, resources from me. There's a thing, helpful resources. Click on it right now. It only contains the SQ3, our textbook reading system. I will add more things to that as they come up. Mastering Biology, that's where your textbook is. That's where you find mastering assignments if they're not directly linked to your folder. Most of them are linked to your folder directly, so you probably don't have to go really into mastering biology at all because everything is linked directly from the folders. But if you find looking for anything in mastering biology, it's right here in that folder. The thing you do want to go look at that I'm not sending you to is the Mastering Biology Study Area. The Mastering Biology Study Area has a number of tools that are available for you. Different things are available for different chapters. So you've got the MP3 study section, for example. If you click on it, it shows you which ones they have. But you can also go by chapter. So if you're concerned about chapter 1, you can click on it, and it'll tells you what kinds of things the book has for you to work through it. So you can use this to make your way through the chapter. So that's mastering biology for you. Let's close this back out. Now, each week of this class, there's going to be a module that's going to show up. The module is always going to be structured the same way. There's going to be a folder. You click on the folder, and then when you click on the folder, there's going to be 4 or 5 things that show up. There is a module overview, the background info, so to know, to see, to do. The first part is what you need to know to understand the rest of it. Then is what you need to see to be able to do the rest of it, and then you're going to do. The assignments are in a folder. And those just come, one by one. And this happens to tell you that there's actually a discussion there. But this hopefully suffices as a walkthrough to the class. Actually, I'll go quickly through this. So in the module overview, you'll see why it matters, talks about the chapters we're covering. Usually there's a little meme. How you're going to demonstrate competency. And then here is where you pick up the next walkthrough that then talks you through the chapter itself, like the module itself, what you find where and all of that. And there's an initial discussion of the module activities right there. Then you can click on here to get to the book, to the to know section. In the to know section, there is the book. If you click on the top arrow to the right up here, it takes you to the ebook because the ebook is the next step. But in addition to that, you can find additional materials I've created for you, again, linked through a folder. And in this folder, there's usually a collection of things you'll find. But the kinds of things you'll find there is the thing you're going to love is the sample questions. Print those out, answer those, know those. There's a lecture PowerPoint every time. It's good to give you an overview, not to study from. Chapter objective, if you use the SQ3R reading system, these will be helpful for you. Sometimes there are you need files or anything like that to do an assignment. Those will be under assignments as materials. And then every once in a while, you will find what's called a tour guide. If you find a tour guide, read it. The tour guides will tell you what you can skip in the chapters and what I want you to pay attention to. So that's the important stuff about the textbook. Oftentimes there's a lecture here that I create covering the chapter. If not, if there's not a lecture from me, then there's a lecture from someone that I trust that covers the material. Ebook access, and you got to click on the ebook to get to the ebook access. Then comes the demonstrations. In this case, it's a couple of little videos that I want you to just kind of start thinking about science a little bit. And then you click on and you come to the assignments. And the assignments are also one by one. You can just go through each of them, study notes, click, do the assignments, click on the anytime that's mastering, you click on it. This quiz, make sure you do mastering before you do the quiz, because the quiz questions look a lot like some of the mastering questions. So do yourself the favor. You only have one attempt at the quiz, so make sure you're prepared. And then the meme, and that is meant just for fun. But that should be the walkthrough. This is where everything is that you're looking for, and hopefully this was helpful.